This is character asked it. You already know character did it. My camera just moved. What the fuck? All right.
It did.
This is character asked it. You already know character did it. And I'm here with Blaq, the Blaq official, a super unique artist that don't give a fuck. Tell us about
And
yourself,
don't.
bro.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Blaq. First off, I'm an Atlanta-based artist. I'm out of Dublin, Georgia. Been in Atlanta for about 4 or 5 years. I'm a father of three, 31 years old, getting ready to turn 32 in August. Big Leo energy. I've been doing music since I was like 13, officially since I was like 13. Yeah, I'm just a dope ass artist. I'm here with my boy Karikter, loving it.
Hell yeah,
you know,
bro. Hell yeah. So, man, you've been doing it since you were 13. That's a
professionally
long
since I was
time.
13.
Perfect. Okay, explain the fuck that means.
Yeah, I started out doing gospel music. So I started out doing gospel music, man. I was actually a gospel rapper. And me and my best friend, and a couple of other guys who I went to school with, we did the little music thing or whatever like that in church, like kind of like church celebrities. Um, like I said, we started at like a young age. Like we performed for Canton Jones, T-Boz, Takeo Spikes. We've been in front of some people. I've been in front
Hell
of some
yeah,
people.
bro.
So my journey just continued when I got older or whatever. I stopped doing music when I got married to my kid's mom or whatever like that. Then picked it back up after I got divorced and kept it moving.
All right. Man, I know a lot about you, but everything you just said just raised like 19 more questions in my head, bro.
I
All right, all
mean,
right. So
almost it.
all right, well let's just start at the beginning. What led you to start making music in the church?
So I've always been a musical person. I used to sing mostly. Before I started rapping or whatever like that. Then I got into poetry a little bit. Poetry turned into sermons and all this good stuff. Then sermons turned into raps, put it with music, and it was like, okay, yeah, we got some records right here. But um, I just always had a passion and a love for music, man. Music has been pretty much my life. So it was so easy to get into and it's so hard to get out of.
Okay.
It's
No, I
fun.
feel that, bro. I feel that. It's a calling,
Right,
It's a
right.
calling. So
Absolutely, absolutely.
that really the crazy thing about the story that you just told is you started in the church and you're
Hmm.
making gospel music
Yep.
and then you were making music when you were married to your children's mother,
Hmm.
and now fast forward about 20 years and that's not so much the case. So tell
Right.
me
It's
about what the
not the
case
case.
is now, bro.
So when I after I got divorced or whatever like that, I actually ended up getting married again. I don't too much like to talk about that marriage because it was very short lived. We were married for about officially legally married for about a year.
Okay.
And it was my ex-husband. I was married to a
Okay.
dude. So yeah,
Okay.
we were married for about a year. When I met him and I started, dibbling dabbling with him, I stopped doing music completely. Just stopped doing music.
Sounds toxic.
It was very toxic. He was a toxic person. Thank God I'm not with him no more. Thank God. Um, then after I left him, probably about a year after leaving him, I was already up here in Atlanta. I hooked up with one of my I used to call him my best friends. We fell out. We're not even cool anymore. Me and him started doing music together. We were called Red and Black. And we had this little duo, little group
That's
duo and
cool
shit
though,
like that. So
bro.
yeah. We had a little duo going on and we pretty hot. Like we hit 1 million streams collectively. And we were a pretty hot group. And shit, as of right now, I'm just a bisexual artist out here doing my thing.
Hell yeah, bro. Now the bisexual thing. The damn, hold up. I'm gonna start that over. The bisexual thing. The way that you make music, you don't hide the fact that you're bisexual or gay, but
Mhm.
you don't make it super obvious. You put these little lines in there
I do.
that, like, all right, so I edited a video for you,
Oh shit.
and you have this one line in that song that, like, I wasn't ever sure. I didn't think too much about it if you were gay or whatever, but you got this
Right.
one line where it says uh be my Bonnie and Clyde, or something about like Clyde and Clyde no Bonnie or something like
Be my,
that.
yeah, be the Clyde to my Clyde, no bunny, let's ride.
That's
Your
it.
heart and
That's
mind,
it,
top has
bro.
no side. Yes,
I heard that
yes.
line and I was like, wait, bro, he's saying something right now. And like the funny thing is, motherfuckers will listen to that and they will
And
vibe out to it and they'll say it. And then 3, 6 months, 6 years later, they'll be like, oh shit, I was saying the whole time.
right, right. And didn't even know it said be my Clyde. That's but see, people get put it anyway. You got your homeboy, you got, your best friend, I mean, come
Exactly.
on,
What does it mean
come
to
on.
you? What does it mean to you? That's what it boils down to, bro.
That's what it boils down to. This is I can't believe you caught it. You caught it. You caught it.
Of course I did, bro. I listened to that song 900 times while I'm editing the video.
I don't,
Like,
I don't think you had any choice, man.
so, all right. I mean, like, when you were growing up in the church, did you always know you were bisexual?
Yeah, I always knew, even when it came down to, telling my kids' mom and stuff like that, like she knew before we did anything.
Did the people in the
I've
church
always,
know?
yeah, they knew. They knew. It was just a thing like they were trying to suppress. You know what I'm saying? But the way I look at it, even now today, like I love God with all my heart, and I feel like God loves me with all His. So regardless of the fact of what my lifestyle may look like, I'm still reaching souls because everywhere I go, I talk about God. No matter what it looks like, I talk about Him, and I'm going to continue to talk about Him because He's the one who brought me where I am. Regardless of my lifestyle, regardless of the sin that Jesus already paid the price for, regardless of that, like I'm out here doing His work. Regardless, I'm getting people understanding that God loves them and they're walking in it. That's all that matters.
Beautiful, bro. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely.
For real. So, there's a lot of different routes you could take, and we were speaking about before the interview how LGBTQ community has a lot of support right now, and it's kind of a niche, a thing that you can ride with. What makes you do it the way that you are, where it's subtle and if you listen, you hear it, but
So I choose to go this route because not only do I want to reach the LGBTQ community, I want to reach everyone. I
mm,
want the women to be shaking their ass. I want the dudes to be shaking theirs too. Like I want it to be for everyone. My music is not specifically for that community. It's for everybody. You feel me? Like I've always been the person who never liked being put in a box. I don't like being put in a box. And I feel like just doing music for the community specifically, that will put me in a box. And people will label me, oh, that's the gay artist. No, I'm not a gay artist. I'm an artist. I got
who
hell.
happens to
I
be
got
bisexual.
thank you exactly, and that's my motto. I happen to be who I am. But what I do in my bedroom has nothing to do with the artistry and the music that I put out. You don't
Okay.
walk up to straight artists and be like, "Oh, he's a straight artist," or "She's a straight artist." You don't do that. So why
Exactly.
should I be any
Damn.
different?
That's a
Right.
good point right there. That's a solid point right there, for
Absolutely.
real.
Absolutely.
All right, so tell me about some of the accomplishments that you've achieved in your 18 years making music.
So I received my first award doing gospel music, actually.
Hold on, start that
It was
over. You
Gospel
were
Male
breaking
Artist of
up.
the Year back in 2013. All right. So am I breaking up now?
No.
Okay. So I won my first award back in 2013 as when I was doing gospel music as Gospel Male Artist of the Year. So yeah, that was one of the biggest accomplishments that I won. And here recently, I've been nominated for 6 awards. And I won one for a reality show that I'm on, called Set It Off Atlanta, where that I was on, called Set It Off Atlanta. and it's sitting right here on my TV stand right now. So it's been a couple of highlights. Those nominations make me feel so good about what I'm doing. Like people are actually recognizing my movement. They're caring about it. They're engaging, and they're taking the time to even nominate me. So those are some of the biggest accomplishments that I've had thus far.
Tell me about this reality show you were on.
Listen, so Set It Off Atlanta is the LGBTQ based reality show. Um, where I particularly was one of the stars of the reality show, one of the
Oh,
main
set it
stars.
off. I get it. Oh, that's so cool. That's so
Yeah,
cool, bro. All right, continue.
it was
Sorry.
you silly. It was a
If
dope
you're watching this
experience.
interview and you don't get it, go look it up. Queen Latifah. It is a great movie. Go watch that shit.
Right. So it was a dope experience, but I recently made my exit this past season because I was tired of the extra drama and people attaching
Oh,
themselves because they see I'm going somewhere, and it was just too much. You know, it was too much. So I recently moved on to another platform which I'm gonna be premiere on Tubi, OMS TV. We're gonna G Status Atlanta, season
okay.
3, season 4. Then we got another show getting ready to come out, which I can't talk too much about it. That, and then I got a movie coming out in September.
Excuse
So
me. What's
I
the
got a movie
movie?
coming
What's
out.
the movie?
It's called In This House. I can't talk too much
All right,
about
all
it,
right, all right, all right, all
but
right. We'll do another
it's
interview
gonna
once
be
it
on Tubi.
drops. You know, once you're a big
Listen,
star, bro.
my son over here like,
I
yeah,
can
I'm in a
tell you.
movie.
I can tell you. Hey, step off for a minute. Let me talk to your son.
Oh nah, hell nah. He don't know nothing about it. I ain't tell look, I think I told him when I was working, I was filming. It was like, I want to go to the movie. No, you can't come, baby.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
funny. That was funny.
but
All right, so how
yeah,
about go ahead, go ahead.
but yeah, so that's pretty much what I got going, so far or whatever. Like Set It Off was a good experience, but I'm ready to get to some money. So all the rest of the platforms are ready to spit out that money, so that's what I'm looking for.
But see that was the whole benefit of you doing something like set it off, man. Like you got to do
Absolutely.
look. Like I saw a thing, and it's like, the person who works for less than their worth now will get paid
Hmm.
for more than their worth later.
Right. Absolutely. That's true.
You know,
That's
so I
true.
mean, you're doing it right. You're doing it right now. In
Absolutely.
the transitions you've gone through, you've been a gospel singer and an R&B artist, and then now turn into, I mean, you're still an R&B artist, social media star, reality, up and coming star. What were some of the obstacles that you faced in that journey? Being, and I'm sure it has to do with your sexuality and things like that. What have you faced?
My first obstacle was overcoming church hurt. When
Mm,
I first, divorced my kid's mom or whatever, like it was so many voices, so much lies, rumors, and I've always been a silent person, even the truth be told. Like I've been a silent person. I'm one of the ones who would sit back and let somebody else tell the story before I tell my side. You know what I'm saying? So as many men are like that. And she had a story painted about I left her for this, that, and the third, and it was a crazy story. So people actually turned their back on me.
mm-hmm.
They did until later finding out that she was the reason why I left the relationship. And then coming into this new age of, you know, dealing with reality and the gay community and stuff like that. Because when I was in church, I didn't really deal with it. But now I'm dealing with it. It's like you have people who don't want to see you do good. They don't want to see you do better than them. They feel like you're in competition with them. Like I lost so many friends. Oh my God. You see G Sad season 3, you're gonna be like, yeah, he lost some friends. Like I lost people who thought that I was in competition with them. And I'm like, I don't have a reason to compete with a friend because at the end of the day, I feel like it's plenty of money out here for all of us. You just got to put your mind to it to go get it. So it's like just losing people has been my biggest obstacle that I've gone through. And it's not even overcoming like the stereotypes or anything like that because the straight community accepts me with open arms. Like they just love the fact that I'm myself. like, and they can be themselves. They don't have to hide. They don't have to. They feel like, okay, Blaq is who he is. So when we bring him in this room, people are not going to be uncomfortable because he's open about who he is, and he looks just like us. He's a homeboy at the end of the day. Like, he's not this flamboyant. Even though I do what I do, he's not that person. So they welcome me with open arms. But my LGBTQ community, they don't. They see me as competition. They see me
Hmm.
as somebody who, shouldn't be where I am, but thank God that I am, But that's pretty much my biggest obstacles, man.
That's interesting for real because you would kind of think it would be the opposite. Uh, the folks that you have supporting you, they're typically the ones that would be scared off by a Lil Nas X kind of
Right,
character. But you're kind of the opposite because
right,
you don't make it a focus, and I think that's probably why the people in the LGBTQ community are threatened by you because there's typically one way an artist in that community presents himself, and
you're right,
it's very much accepted by their community and not the other. So they're
right.
terrified by a guy who's going to be accepted by both.
And right, and my thing is like, why be like that? Because at the end of the day, the way I feel is, if you want to reach somebody, you want to reach the world. You don't want to reach just one community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be that voice for everybody. I want the next up and coming bisexual gay artist to be like, bro, I seen you did this. I seen how you got in these rooms. How can I do it, bro? Just be yourself. Be
Yep.
yourself. You don't have to be on the extra stuff, all the fighting, all the drama. You could be catty. I mean, it's you, but you ain't got to do all the extra stuff to be who you are and to be accepted. Like, when I tell you, I could call some producers, some DJs right now, straight as an arrow, and they say they fuck with me. They love Blaq. They'll tell you that they'll play my song in any club because I'm just that type of person. I'm myself, and I don't know nobody. I don't know who else to be. I can't fake it. I don't know who else to be.
Hell yeah, bro. That is man. And don't ever lose that. Don't ever lose that.
Absolutely, I won't, bro. Trust me, I won't. I won't.
So tell me about your following, and I'm sure it's been a wild ride with your following, considering you had so many different pursuits and so many that red and black guy. That whole thing. You said you had a million string. So tell me about your
Yeah.
following, what it's been, what it is now, what it means to you.
So for the following that I have now, it actually, even with thinking about Instagram or whatever, just the followers in general, um, actually went viral for being myself. Like, I posted this video from my 29th birthday, and it was a moment of depression for me.
Hmm.
And I posted the reel, and it was the sound said, post a time where you were at your lowest and no one knew. And it was a birthday photo shoot of me. And I was smiling and everything. And I posted in the caption, like, I was just coming out of a second divorce. I was going through this, I was going through that, and
Okay.
everything like that. And a lot of people started attaching themselves to me because of the trauma and because of the stuff that I was going through. And then they started falling in love with my music. Then they started falling in love with the reality. Then they just fell in love with me all together. So the transition from me being with Red, it was a bittersweet transition because that was like my best friend. And
Mm.
always imagine this position that I'm in now for us to be there together. But like they say, everybody can't go where God is taking you. And that I understand that. Even I seen him a few months ago and I had to tell him like the different stuff that I was going through, whatever. He's like, well, you asked what I said, you're absolutely right. And you didn't want it, but now I'm dealing with it, but I see where it's taking me.
It's good
I
problems
get
to have.
it's good problems to have because if they're not talking about you, who are you? So come on. Come
Fucking
on.
preach that, bro. Fucking preach that.
Right.
Exactly, bro. So tell me, what does success in life look like to you?
So, man, success in life as of right now, and I may be very, very, very shallow with it. I just want to be in a position Oh, I just got a text message. My bad.
You're good.
I just want to be in a position to where I'm comfortable enough to do everything that I want to do without
Mm,
worrying about anything. That's what success looks like right now in this moment. Like I'm not even thinking about the fame or anything like that. I just want to leave my kids something. I'm like, you never know when God might be like, bro, you need to come home tomorrow. And if my kids don't have anything, it's like, okay, what did I live for? Like I didn't leave them an inheritance. I didn't leave them anything to remember. Like, okay, my daddy started this. My daddy did this for us. So that's what success looks like for me right now.
leaving something for
He
your
talking about
children.
yeah. He talking about yeah.
That's your kid for sure, bro.
Right, it's my kid for sure. Yeah.
All right, tell me something unique about yourself that most people don't know. It could be something super random from childhood, just something most people don't know.
um, Something unique about myself that many people don't know. If I'm not working, I like to take like 4 baths a day. That's weird, but that's unique. I don't know. It might not be
You must
unique
have
for
a big ass
everybody.
bathtub, bro, because you
Heck,
ain't
boy,
little.
I like not even. I'm just showers in general. Like, man, I love water. I love water, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Even when it comes out to drinking water, I drink 2 gallons a day if I can. Like, I love water. Being in anything, bro. I'm weird as shit. I love water. Hey, I love water. I love water.
Hell yeah. No, that's what's up, bro. Like honestly, if I was asked that question, I'd tell you I eat a bagel every morning of my life. I eat a cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese every morning of my life, bro.
Uh, and you gotta have it. No other way. Gotta have it.
That's
Stop
bro.
playing.
Exactly. I'm just a fiend. But all right, so that's like the end of my list of questions. But here's where I kind of like to open up the floor to you, to where
Okay.
what did I not know to ask you? What about your background has made you you that I didn't know to ask you?
Um, Really, I wouldn't even say my background. I'll think my foreground at this point because I just left a
Oof, that's a
label.
solid answer. Okay.
Right, like I just left a label, and in that leaving the label, I feel like
All right, hold on. Let me stop you right there. And I wasn't sure if we should, but do you want to talk about?
I think I
All
should.
right, all right, all right, all right. So
Yeah, I
let me
think I
figure out how to let
should.
me figure out. Okay. As far as obstacles go, you and I were involved in something together in a way that really seemed to be like it was going to be something, and then it turned out to be not that. So tell me what your
Right.
experience was with that.
So my experience with the label in particular, like it was a lot of broken promises. And I feel like this is something that a lot of artists who are coming up need to know. Like it's just a need to know basis. Like, and it's not shading anybody, it's not trying to put anybody down because everybody has their starting point. And that's how I look at it.
Yep.
But when you are an artist and you're hungry and you looking for the money, you this, that, and third, my thing is make sure that you do your homework before you sign that dotted line because you have a lot of labels out here who will give you promises and they aren't able to keep the promises. Like I had, in particular, I was supposed to be going on tour. Well, I did go on tour. I started my tour, and I had to cut my tour short. Um, Only because they gave me these promises and said they were going to do X, Y, and Z, but were not able to fit the bill, and it's fine. But one thing I do not like is the fact is don't tell me something and you know you can't do it. Because I'm the type of person I do not like my face card to be played with. I don't like it to look any type of way. And then not to mention I'm having beef with other artists on the platform in unnecessary beef for whatever reason because they're intimidated and I don't see why because I support anybody who knows me knows that I support anybody who's on their grind 100%. I never been a hater,
No
never
doubt.
been jealous or anything like that. Like I support like hell. I know most of their songs more than they know mine. So I was kind of confused with it or whatever like that. But my experience, I guess God had to teach me, like take me through that so I could be able to tell somebody else, like, hey bro, don't sign that dotted line until you know the logistics, until you know for sure that somebody is gonna put you where you need to be and push you and promote you.
Don't sign that
Because
dotted line until someone puts something in your fucking pocket, bro.
that's what Chase said. Chase told me, he said, boy, don't sign that paper. Don't sign that paper. I was like, you know what? I got faith in them. And my faith turned into a lesson. It turned into a lesson. And I needed to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
Because I see more money than I did when I was with them.
Yep.
I see more
Exactly.
streams than I did when I
You
was
saw
with them.
no money when you were with them, bro.
I saw no money when I was with
That's
them,
the
other
thing
than
with the label.
the little thing that they did every now and then. But y'all too busy taking care of one group, which is cool. Do what you got to do for them, but don't add people on until they pop.
Facts.
They didn't pop. They're still trying to
And
pop.
they were never gonna pop.
I don't know. I don't know.
She could, he couldn't.
I definitely see that.
I'll
And
say that. I'm not trying to name names, but
my thing with them though, honestly, bro, the potential is there. But you're too busy worrying about it, and it wasn't her, it was him.
exactly.
You're too
Oh,
busy
fucking
worrying about
facts.
everybody else and everything everybody else got going on. You're too messy. Like I used to say, I'm the gay one out of everybody, and I'm not even messy. Like y'all calling with drama and all this. Like, come on, bro. It wasn't cool. So I just feel like that experience turned into a complete lesson for me. Even to this day, I had to DM him a couple of days ago because my song Shake Reloaded was up on iTunes, still up under that label.
Oh shit.
And I released myself from them 2 months ago.
Right.
So I was like, this is why I'm not seeing my streams. Like, what's going on? It's cool that it's up there.
Wow.
I was not seeing my streams at
That's fucking
all.
frustrating.
I was not seeing my streams at all. So I'm supposed to be getting an email or something showing where my numbers are, and I need that money transferred over to where it needs to be so we can keep this thing moving because I don't have time to be connected to something that's not going anywhere right now. When I got motion, I just have not been talking about it because I just lost my dad and all this stuff going on. So I have not been doing like Blaq things. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff because of that, but I don't have time for it. I don't want nobody. I do this remix and then they calling like, "Hey, yo, we still got the rights." No, you don't.
Oh
No, you
hell
don't. Like,
no. Hell
it's like
no.
get the fuck. But
Are they
that's
fighting
my
it?
experience. They're not fighting nothing.
Okay.
They gave me the letter that they gave was stating that we released you from everything, your music from everything. You don't owe us nothing. We don't owe you anything. That's it. But the only thing that I still got is I got a Yo Gotti feature. I got a Yo Gotti feature still in my lab that I have to work on, but I'm going to split 50-50 with them.
Okay. That's
But
fair. Hey, respect to that for real.
we're gonna see. We're gonna see
Well,
because I
because
might
like,
have to.
look, at the end of the day, you're just trying to get your numbers to run up. Any real artist understands you're not trying to make your bank off of your music. You're trying to build your
Right.
brand off your music. And once you build your brand off your
Absolutely.
music, then you branch off and make your money in 9 different industries.
Absolutely. Like even now, you're the first to know, the first interview to know. I got a shoe deal and I got a merch line coming out.
Oh shit!
So I'm not. So I'm not.
Oh
I'm not
shit!
trying to waste no time. And when I tell
Hell
you the shoes
yeah,
are
bruh.
tight, bro, the shoes are tight, man. You're gonna love them. They're tight.
Can you tell us what
Yeah.
company?
Oh.
I love that noise. I love that noise you just.
You'll just have to see when they drop, my boy.
Hell yeah, bro. All right. So, is there anything else that you want to say before we end the interview, man? Anything you got coming up? Any announcements? Any? Oh, hold up. Something just popped up on my screen for no reason. Okay. Any? Are there any announcements that you got coming up that you want to bring up?
Okay. Well, I do. I got a video coming up. We got to book it for July, though. Character is doing my video, y'all. He's doing my video. Don't want to work with nobody else because Character is the best. He did another one of my videos, Wide Open, which you mentioned earlier. And then the remix to Shake Reloaded is featuring the legendary group This and That. If y'all don't know them, go look them up. They're with the 69 Boys, and also my boy
Oof.
Donnie can rap. He's straight out of Las Vegas. Like, y'all are gonna love this remix when I tell you. And the video gonna be 10 times better. So that's what I got coming now. Catch me at Birthday Bash as well, June 17th. And shit, what else? These movies, reality shows. Y'all just follow my Instagram. You'll see all of
He can't
it.
even keep up with himself, man. Y'all got to keep up with him yourself, bro. Follow him up. Hey, what's? Hold on, you frozen. Okay, you back. All right. Y'all can't, man. I can't even keep up with this man. He can't keep up with himself. So you just gotta follow him up and keep up with him yourself, man. Hey, what's your IG, bro?
So y'all can hit me up at THEE_BLAQ_official. That's the Blaq official. Make sure y'all follow me. Check out the link tree. Y'all can check me out on Facebook. That's more of a personal thing, but I go by Root Boy Blaq on Facebook. Go ahead and follow me. Y'all get to see family life, personal life, relationship life, all that good stuff on Facebook if you into it. Hit your boy up. Holla at me.
Facts, bro. Yo, he a real one. He a real person. He a real artist. He a real entrepreneur. He a real everything. Follow him up. You see his
Absolutely.
tag on the screen. This has been Character Asset, man. I really appreciate your time, Blaq. For real, I had a good time.
Bro, thank you. It was my pleasure, man.
All right, we'll see y'all next time, man. Peace up. A-Town down.
Hey.